Welcome back, guys. Explain vulnerability scanning concept. So what is vulnerability scanning? A vulnerability scanner is an application that identifies and creates an inventory of all the systems. Includes a server, desktop, laptops, virtual machines, container, firewall, switches, printers connected to your network. For each device that it identifies, it also attempts to identify the operating system it runs and the software installed on it, along with the other attributes such as open port and users accounts. Most vulnerability scanners will also attempt to log into the system using default or other credentials in order to build a more detailed pictures of the systems. After building up an inventory, the vulnerability scanner checks each item in the inventory against one or more database of known vulnerability to see if any items are subject to any of these vulnerabilities. The result of vulnerability scans is a list of all the system found and identified on the network, highlight any that have known vulnerabilities that may need attention. So explain vulnerability scanning concept. There is a process and types. Is a passive. The process is a passively test security controls, identify vulnerabilities, identify lack of security control, identify common misconfigurations. So the type is intrusion versus non-intrusive, as we seen before for penetrations. Credentials versus non-credentials, false positive. So vulnerability scanning. So vulnerability scanning is a flaw in a system that can leave it open to attack. A vulnerability may also refer to any type of weakness in your computer systems itself, in a set of procedures, or in anything that leaves information security exposed. So vulnerability scanning, the goal is the system's network or applications weakness, so unpatched or not updated systems or applications, the common misconfigurations, a lack of security control. So vulnerability scanning assessment process. So passively test security control. Does it exploit a vulnerability? Identify vulnerability system flaw. Identify lack of security controls. Identify common misconfiguration by reviewing systems settings, a policy or rules. Rule sets everything. So the vulnerability management process is, you can see that vulnerability identifications, analyze, risk assessment, remediation. So this is a flow. The process. So vulnerability scanning assessment types: intrusion versus non-intrusive. So intrusive versus non-intrusive. See passive versus active reconnaissance. This as we seen before. So intrusive is directly engaging on the target system to identify weakness that could be used to launch an attack. Non-intrusive, gain vulnerabilities information and targeted computers and network without actively engaging with the systems. Examples: Coalesce SSL's lab. So you can Google, so you will get a more information there. So credential versus not credential. So whether or not authentications credentials are used in scanning. Credential has lesser risk and may provide more information, but it's not a realistic. False positive occurs when the scan mistakenly identify a vulnerabilities when it is not. Question: you have been asked to conduct an internal vulnerability assessment for your organizations. Which of the following steps should you avoid in determining systems or network weakness to minimize? Okay, guys. Exploiting unpatched application. The answer is exploiting unpatched applications. Okay, guys. That's it for this video. So please subscribe, share the video, press the bell button. Bye bye.